Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So one of my followers asked me to discuss about the first food to start with when your baby turns 6 months old. So today I'm gonna talk about the first foods which I introduced and how to keep introducing new foods gradually. So let's start. So when my daughter turned 6 months old, as per my pediatrician suggestion, I introduced this first 5 foods to her. That's ragi, moong dal water, rice water, apple puree and pomegranate juice, and homemade cerelac. For homemade cerelac, I'll share the link in my description where I have mentioned the detailed recipe. So these were the 5 foods which I started with. So till 7 months the baby is on exclusive breastfeed or formula feed. So basically they are more dependent on your feeds. So these food would help them to start developing the taste and to start developing the interest for solid food. So apart from this, in the beginning of 7 months, you can introduce sweet potato puree, carrot puree. So the first 2 months, that is 6th and 7th month, they are purely into this liquid form. Move on to the 8th month, I introduced fish to her, that is totally steamed fish without salt. Also to add it here, no salt for babies till they turn 1 year and no sugar for babies till they turn 2 years. My daughter is now 2 years 8 months. Till now I don't let her eat sugar. So I'm mostly dependent on jaggery powder or dates powder. So try to avoid sugar as much as possible, and when starting solids, please don't add salt until they turn 1 year. Make sure that salt is not added in their food if someone else is preparing on your behalf. So there are many finger foods you can introduce to your child from the 8th month, like boiled carrot or beetroot, then boiled beans, then boiled steamed broccoli, then boiled chickpeas, boiled peas, then baked potato, etc. So this is how you should start introducing to new textures, new food. Just make sure that the food which you give to them, they can swallow it properly. Don't leave your child alone when you give them food, because below 1 year they are learning to chew food. If the teeth have not appeared but still their gums are strong to chew the mashed food which you are offering. And when you introduce semi-solids to your babies, make sure you teach them how to chew food also, because I've seen many kids, very elder kids, they would keep the food for a longer time in their mouth, and they are like this, and they don't know how to chew properly. It becomes very difficult, and then the cavities start forming also. So make sure they learn to chew food properly. Let them eat their food with using their hands. No, don't give spoon. Let them touch the food, let them taste the texture, let them play with the food. The house is going to be messy, it's okay, it's just few years of time, but the more you introduce them to the food, the more likely they are going to develop interest in the food. Offer different colors of food. Then you can start offering them chapati. You can offer very tiny pieces of chapati. You can dip in a gravy and you can offer it to them. So I think I offered chapati to my daughter when she was 9 months around. Use of turmeric, then use of black pepper, use of jeera, that's cumin powder. These are very important to start introducing as early as possible, because these are very important in enhancing their immunity level. So make sure you start introducing these 3 important things in their food as early. When my daughter was around 10 months, I offered her chicken for the first time, and it's on you. If you want to, you can introduce it around 8 months also, but just make sure that it's properly cooked, because chicken is something which requires a lot of chewing. So it's properly cooked, and offer it in a very tiny pieces so that they can eat it well. Offer as many vegetables as you can, offer as many fruits as you can, around 8-9 months onward, because the more they are exposed to variety of fruits and vegetables, the more they are likely to develop the interest. So One of the important tip which I want to give you is introduce to as many texture of food as possible, because that is very important. Because most of us, what we do is ki, acha, okay, if the child is eating this, let's introduce this category of food only. So what happens is the child is not exposed to a different texture, and then when they start growing, they don't develop that interest and towards that particular category. Bottle gourd is a very good vegetable, and you can offer it in the form of puree, or you can mash it and make its gravy, and you can offer it with rice. What I used to do is I used to prepare a weekly meal plan for my girl when she was in this solid journey. And I used to plan ki on Monday what I'm gonna give her, on Tuesday what I'm gonna give her. As I manage everything alone, so it makes my task easier for me. So I used to plan, or whatever grocery shopping I need to do, I would do it in the weekend, and accordingly I would start offering her these things. This makes your life little bit easier. And till 1 year, don't offer cow milk, strictly no. Don't offer salt, strictly no. Don't listen to anyone, just do what is good for your child. The time is changing, everything is changing. And don't offer gripe water, that is totally no. From my experience, the only advice I would like to give is introduce them to different textures, introduce vegetables and fruits as early as possible. Every child is different, so like if my daughter started eating fish from 8 months, it may not happen with your child. Your child may start eating that particular food around 10-11 months, or maybe later than that. So it's okay, just keep exploring, keep introducing. Eggs you can introduce from 8 months onwards. So I started giving her the egg yolk first, and after 1 year I introduced the egg white to her, so as per my doctor's advice. So yeah, this is it. So it's the first 6 months is basically about understanding, making them introduced to food, letting them play with the food. This is also new to you. You will also start understanding your child, and that's how the solid journey starts. And if you like this video, please share with everyone, and if you want to know more in detail, drop your comments, and if it requires, I would be happy to make another video. So please like this video, share this video with all the new moms. Thank you, and subscribe to my channel.